Interpol knocked. Everything changed. They led me into a small office at the end of a long, silent hallway. "You are being detained on an Interpol red notice," Veronica said. "For kidnapping." Kidnapping. The word detonated in my head. This wasn't one of my ex-wife Vecna's usual lies. This was real. This was dangerous. 2 officers sat behind desks. I sat with my back to the wall. Veronica stood to my left, her face tense. "We arrest you because of Interpol alert for kidnapping," she repeated. I barely had time to react before the smoke hit me. All but Veronica lit cigarettes, filling the office with a cloud thick enough to chew. They cracked the window a few centimeters. "Can you open it more?" I asked. One officer muttered in Bulgarian. I understood perfectly, but stayed quiet. Veronica translated anyway, but not exactly. "They say no, too cold." That's not exactly what they said, but something along those lines. Better they didn't know I understood Russian and half the Bulgarian chatter. Their interrogation started. "Tell us about your son. Where is he?" "At home, with my wife and his siblings." "Where is home?" At this point, I'd rather not say. "Why?" "You've accused me of kidnapping. I don't have a lawyer. I'm not talking about certain things right now." They switched tactics. "Empty your pockets, money, passport, everything." I laid out my passport, hotel key, and my money pocket. Backup credit cards, euros, Swiss francs, Eastern Caribbean dollars, and about $3,000 in cash. Their eyes locked in on the cash. "Why do you have $3,000? Who carries this much money?" At this point, this was like 6 months Bulgarian police salary. It was a lot to them. "It's my emergency fund. I travel a lot. If my cards get stolen, I need to survive." $3,000 is a lot. In an emergency, it's not a lot. Then one of the officers spotted the Swiss francs. "Why Swiss francs? Do you have Swiss bank accounts?" "No, I travel to Switzerland often. In fact, after Bulgaria, I'm headed to Switzerland along my route." They didn't look convinced. One muttered to another, thinking I wouldn't understand. "Looks fake. Looks like monopoly money." I said nothing. Something told me this was just the beginning.